Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings. Along with Greg Olsen, Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They send a receiver in motion left. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. And he will be taken down, but there is a penalty flag down. A silly penalty may erase the turnover. Man in motion, heading left. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll get that to Jaylen Warren. He's close to a first down. The gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
I think this is something that we can expect the rest of the day here, Mike, in the passing game. They love getting the running back involved early. And I think until the defense shows they got a plan to take him away, expect them to continue to find ways to get him involved in the passing game.
They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. Austin brought in motion. On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. They'll look to set up the screen here. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain. On 4th down, they snap it to Mahomes. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
First play, and McCarthy to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and this will be incomplete. Ty Felton, the intended receiver that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here of the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd down and 9. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That's hard, and he's in! Todd Felton, touchdown Minnesota. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. On now for the extra point, here's Will Reichert. The kick is good, and the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Daniil Hunter with the stop. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll send a man in motion left. On 2nd down, Mahomes. He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. 1st down, KC. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. On the run to the right. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
They run out of the gun with Warren. And some good blocking at the point of attack. They'll pick up on 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Third and 2. Here we go. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And right to the 25-yard line. That is enough for the first down. So they pick it up on the ground, and the drive keeps going.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. That's going to be caught by the rookie out of LSU.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, keeping his eyes downfield, knowing that pressure is coming. He's able to buy just enough time by leaving the pocket. It ultimately allows him to get that ball out right as he was getting hit.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Austin brought in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got it at the 7, and he's into the end zone. Noah Gray, touchdown Chiefs.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Price now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Forced to his right. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
2nd and 10. Here's a designed run. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner, and we can see there as he picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
At the 41-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete. Woo! And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A gain there of 27 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. McCarthy to the end on 2nd down. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up. Reichard's good with the extra point. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. That's to Gray, open on the left side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Play action here. Mahomes. He'll find his tight end Gray open downfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone inside the 20-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Gain of 27 on the play. And a 1st down.
So Here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the handoff, this is Warren. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. On the ground, that is Brashard Smith. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Warren is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Price now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. So, a big one there to start the drive. 39 yards.
1st and 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And the Vikings are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He is down at the 6.
Vikings, 1st down.
Now he will do it himself. He's in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. In this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 18 yards on the connection. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he will get into the end zone. Rashard Smith, touchdown KC.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Price now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup.
On second down, here's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
To the air once more is McCarthy. That one taken in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Vikings go up by 7, 28-21. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here comes Gibson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Right side, and is caught in by Felton. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. They'll give on the ground. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. 3rd and 11.
Back at the 45-yard line.
Now McCarthy. Forced out wide. Throwing on the run. It's behind his man, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On 4th down, here's McCarthy. He'll let one go down the middle. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Rolling right. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play, and now it is 3rd and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him in the game, and 16 on the year. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Riker good with the extra point. The Vikings will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Riker out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be out of bounds just past 25. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's caught! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 53 yards.
It's a gain of 53 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Out of the pistol, Warren. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
The 16-yard lead. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Rashard Smith. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs back within 7. It's 35-28. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Price now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
First and 10.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. Now this looks like a design run. And he'll take this one in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Mahomes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action here. Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. And now after the play, that's Mahomes who looks to be shaken up down there. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
On comes the Chiefs punter. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They go play action with Brosmer. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Flushed to his left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. A ball deep for the end zone. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will cut the deficit to 7. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Price now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Drive will start on the ground. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. George Karlaftis. There to make the play.
Down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This one caught by Felton. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
The left side, that's caught by Felton. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That one caught by Hawkinson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
A gain of 17.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
They get 21 on that one. First down, Minnesota. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. T.J. Hawkinson, touchdown, Minnesota. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Mahomes now on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incompletely. Might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now a 3rd and 2. Austin brought in motion. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. Now Wilson on first down. Exiting the pocket right. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Austin brought in motion. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That is incomplete. They tried to take a shot there, use a little trickery, but the defense was all over it, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll send Worthy in motion. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. On the toss, they'll run. Room to run inside the 40. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. An even 40 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Wide on the RPO. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. To the air, on 3rd down is McCarthy. And he's in. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. He'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made him comfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll send Worthy in motion. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here's a run going left. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
So a win here for the Vikings. They finished the season on a high note, so now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs.